Right, so hey guys, and welcome to XP11. Quite an exciting day today, as I have my hands on the upcoming TOLISS A321. So, massive thanks to Matt Designs, who's been able to sort this out for me. And today we're flying in Wizz Air colours from London Luton to Kraków-Balice airports. So, flight time today is about 2 hours and 25 minutes. We're speaking to London Centre to get all the clearance and all that sorted, so that shouldn't take us too long. And then we shall be getting ourselves in the air, hopefully within the next half an hour. So, worth mentioning right now that this is the TOLISS A321, releasing on the 28th of February, so coming on Friday. This is still in beta, so while very unlikely at this stage, because this is a release candidate option, there could be something that goes wrong, but like I say, very unlikely today. And yeah, should be seeing it out in just under a week. In terms of things that are not quite there yet, thank you, Goran. Much appreciated, much appreciated. Yeah, so the cockpit textures, for example, haven't been applied yet to the newer Toto de Mac set, which is coming up, well, on release. But otherwise, this is the 321, and I must say, it's looking good. It's looking very, very good. So, as I said, I'll set the aircraft up, get all the basics going, and then we shall set ourselves up for a flight. So, first things first, batteries on, bring in the ground power, and align the three IRSs. Head down to the FMS, make sure all the panels are bright. So, FMS 1 and 2, followed by the PFD and ND. Same on the right. Then it's the two central displays, ECAM upper and ECAM lower. And that should be that. So external power's active, batteries active, IRS sets to nav. So if we program our aircraft, so we are flying from Echo Golf Golf Whiskey Luton to Echo Papa Kilo Kilo Kraków. Flight number is Whiskey 65004. Following with Wizz Air. We'll line the IRS. Cost index is 23 with a cruising altitude of only 33,000 today, so 330. Next page, we shall set that up in a moment. Let's do that now, shall we? So if we open up the TOLISS screen, have a look at what's different here. So virtually all this is the same as you'd get with the TOLISS 319, although numbers and everything have now been adjusted for the new 321. So as the aircraft goes into release and as everything comes out, I'm sure there'll be a few more options that come up, but ultimately this is the same standard quality that you'll get with TOLISS aircraft, which is generally pretty good. I mean, a lot of people do really enjoy their work, myself included. And long-time Drawyah viewers will know that I may not be the #1 Airbus fan in the world, but I've never had a problem with TOLISS aircraft. And as I say, I am very excited to get my hands on this one today. So, fuel on board, we are carrying 9938. So if we say 10,000 kilos of fuel. And let's plug this all into the FMS. So, 0 fuel weight, so it's 27... Whoops. 0.7% with a ZFW of 70.55, so 70.55. Plug that in. Block fuel is 10, and that looks good. See what you guys are saying as well. Actually, should check the chats from time to time. Can't get the 821. Not sure how you get it. How much is it? So price for the TOLISS 321 is not quite clear yet. All we know is that will cost slightly more than the 319, but otherwise prices and all that unfortunately won't get decided until they've released. Basically, how'd you get the base TOLISS? Well, like I said, in this case it was provided to me by Matt Designs, and yeah, basically at this point, with the release less than a week away, they're virtually sorted their testing. You made a few liveries, but not great. And the basics. Most one you think is US Airways odd. Haven't really. Sounds good, man. Take care of your liveries. Right, let's plug in lesson. Oh well, let's try that again. So, Bravo, Kilo Yankee. Airways, then it's Mike 183 to Redfart. Then it's Lima 620 to Arnhem. Directs, that's fine. Temporary inserts. So after Arnhem, it is RKN. Followed by Delta Lima Echo. After Delta Lima Echo, it is Lima 986 to Lassis. It's basically the standard routing that we'd normally take to Poland. I fly to Rzeszów in Sim. From Lassis, it's then Mapic. Insert. And then that would be the approach. So, save that. Clear the discontinuity. And that is saved. So that's our flight plan sorted to Kraków. So in a moment, I will speak to London Centre and get the clearance for our flight, since they have got active top-down, 2 minutes IRS line, which is fine. So let me make sure that I've got the audio FATSIM program open, and on the right-hand side, I should make sure our radios are turned on. So radio 1, radio 2, and radio 3. VHF 1, make sure that's all on VHF 1 just for the sake of simplicity. Connect, and I need to speak to, if I load up Squawk Box shows online, London Centre 132.6. Right, let's go say hi to London. Eric 1708, wanted to, audio gone. Is the audio gone? Or is this just Sim being quiet?
7, correction, speedbird 78 Mike Charlie, heading 050 after Holly, but it's not a problem. Turn right now, heading 070 degrees. 70 degrees,
Audio seems alright.
78 Mike Charlie, descent to altitude.
Evening, Elias, how you doing? Good evening, this is Wizz Air 5004 requesting copy to Kraków.
Wizz Air 5004 London, good evening. Stand by, I'll call you back.
Standing by, Wizz Air 5004. Right, so, RS is aligned. Cruising at 3.3 today, so not particularly high cruise as I say. IRS is aligned, which is good. In a couple of moments, we'll start up the APU. So here we are on the ground currently at Luton. It's fairly quiet this evening here, which is no bad thing. And because we are taking off from Luton, it means we get the rather fun Toga takeoff today. Short runway, heavy aircraft. So I'll go through that checklist in a moment. No, not the A350 flights there, I'm afraid, Elias. ToLiss, at least Matt Designs decided to give me a look at the 321 today. The add-on releases next week. So the 350 flights from Helsinki I shall do hopefully next weekend. We'll see how things go. Right. Give the tower a moment or two before we get back on them for our clearance. Otherwise, as far as I'm concerned, it will be a Bravo Cat Elo Yankee departure from runway 26 today. While we wait, look around the cockpit. Virtually, the cockpit for the 321 is the same as the 19, although with the replacement of a dial with a button here. So, Econ Flow, Economy Flow. Basically, in the A321, as it's a larger aircraft than the 319 and 20 aircraft, essentially, you never use the low pack settings. You'll only ever use high, maybe sometimes use the medium if you've got low capacity or empty aircraft. So turning that on would essentially set the packs to medium. Having it off leaves it on max. Will there be a BSS sound pack for A321? Presumably so. I'm not a spokesperson to ToLiss or BSS, so I'm not the person to confirm it, but presumably so. So we'll give it a couple moments, then we'll speak to London Centre again to get our clearance. Make sure everything is set as required. So that comes to on, and that's about it really. Yes, and also the access to AviTab as well, which is always a nice extra for these aircrafts. Alright, try again, shall we? Wizz Air 5004 ready to copy IFR to Kraków.
Wizz Air 5004, standby call, contact London Control 135.8.
358. 1358 for Wizz Air 5004.
Lufthansa 67
Right,
Charlie, leave
1358.
leaving Lambourne, headed 275.
And who is that? Squawk box shows online. 1358 is London Centre. I spoke to them a moment ago, told me to go to the other place. That's fine. Right. Hello there, this is Wizz Air 5004 requesting IFR copy to Kraków.
Wizz Air 5004 London, hello, I sent you PDQ text, call me back, push and start.
We'll copy from text and push and start when ready for Wizz Air 5004. Okay, so it's clear runway 26 via Machi 2 Yankee. Squawk 315. So yeah, 0315, and next frequency is 1358, which we were just, nope, we weren't on, that's our current frequency. Report aircraft and stand number on ready for pushback, which is fine. We're at A321, stand number I'll get in seconds. Didn't check the QNH there, I'll pop that up in a second. QNH. Okay, we'll just get it off the tablet in a second. Right, so we are currently at stand, which got that there, 44. And set up the airport information from AviTab, which is Echo Golf Golf Whiskey 1019. Let's plug in our departure, shall we? So, Luton, departure 26, Machi 2 Yankee. Perfect. Transition none. And flight plan inserts. Start the APQ, shall we? That won't take us too long.
London Center, good evening. Lufthansa 67 Charlie's with you, descending to 8,000, heading 675. Lufthansa 67 Charlie London, hello, turn left
we go. That'll be coming to life very shortly.
Lufthansa 7 Charlie descends to altitude 4,000 feet, the QNH 1021, and just for your information, we've got a departure out of London City with no contact, with no information.
That sounds like fun. Down to 4,000 and heading 180 for 6 Charlie.
Certainly is.
I like this guy already.
Control, Jet 1337, we had a missed approach for runway 26 left, looking for the vector back up field.
Jet 1337 London, hello, turn left now, heading 085.
Right, APU is alive, so bring it on the... Oops, that stays on. External power comes off. And let's plug in our takeoff performance, now that we have got our departure sets. So we'll go to TOLISS, open screen, that to the side. Right, so we'll be using flaps 2, active flight plan. So we are rotating at VO1's 155. Rotate 162 and 165 for the V2. Flaps 2/-2 for the takeoff. Flex temp today is 40. That is done. So FMS now set up and ready to go. We'll leave that on the performance page for takeoff. That can go to flight plan. And we shall request pushback.
Ground to Cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Right, heading 235, clear to left, runway 27 left.
235, clear for the localizer, 27 left, Lufthansa 67 Charlie.
Ground to Cockpit. Close driving up.
5,000 feet, QNH 1021.
5,000 feet, 1021, be ready for Alpha.
Let's make sure that the cockpit door is secure as well. Probably would be helpful. So close the door and lock. So one thing actually worth mentioning at the 21 as well, is that the cockpit door now opens and closes. It's one of the things that people did have a small moan about from the original TOLISS 319. It is now a feature of the 321, and the benefit of that is with the 321 coming out, the 319 will also see a fair number of updates as well, which I'm sure people will be very interested in. We also make sure that PAX is running, so we can have passenger simulation on board the aircraft as well. We'll load up PAX, get it ready to go. So Echo Golf Whiskey to Echo Papa Kilo Kilo, time to take off. Saying 8 minutes, flight time is 2:25, cruising altitude 33,000, flight number W6 504. Next aircraft is a 321.
67 Charlie, you're late on the localizer there.
How many passengers did we say we had on board? Check the screen. 190. So 190 passengers on board. No music, no safe demonstration. I don't think this is Wi-Fi equipped. No, it's not. Start. Right. So, we'll leave all talking for the crew. We are ready for push and start. So as soon as there's a gap in the chat, we shall get on that. We'll turn on the beacon lights to announce that we are ready to start our engines. Wizz Air 5004 is at stand 44 type A321, ready for push and start. Push and start approved. Wizz Air 5004. Right, let's do this, shall we? Parking brakes released.
Starting pushback, and you may start
Engine ignition set. Engine to start. Let's make sure the APU bleed is active as well. That makes sense. There, that helps. Welcome, FX. How you doing?
Object 1337, next turn all the way around 290 on that heading, you clear the left 26.
And since the A320 series aircraft is double engine start approved, we shall start up engine 1.
London Control Qatari 532, good evening.
Sorry, 532 London, hello, D10, flight level 0.
Number 80 Qatari 532.
There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If you need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. In the event that the cabin loses pressure,
And there we go. Push back. Almost complete. So aircraft in position. We'll then go through the taxi checklist. There you go. Switch over to the engines. Double check my departure. We shall jump from
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
set parking brake.
Disconnecting toes. Stand by.
We'll clear those two and clear the discontinuity. And then continue like that. Makes a bit more sense from our departure. Pushback tug will now be removing. And that is fine. Disconnect and hand signals. APU bleed off, APU off. And as I say, since we're doing the short runway takeoff today, we shall go through that checklist. Nothing too much to it, otherwise we turn the economy flow off, which in this case it is. And then we turn packs 1 and 2 off. And basically, with the packs off, it means to get more power into the engine. And then once we go through thrust reduction, we shall then turn the packs back on. Yes, we're flying about packs, but it's only temporary, and after takeoff they go straight on again. Just means we get to take off a bit quicker. Since we are relatively heavy aircrafts, how heavy are we today? Yeah, 80,000 kilo. Yeah, we'll definitely need that. Right, that looks good. That's down to 2. We'll set the TS active. Auto brake set to max. Signs. Whoops, should pretend the seatbelt sign on. That would be very helpful. Not the wipers as well. Wipers stay off. So yeah, seatbelt signs probably come on. Cabin check. Spoilers armed. And takeoff config test. Cool. Pre-takeoff checklist complete. Wizz Air 5004 is ready to taxi. Try that again in a second. Wizz Air 5004 is ready to taxi. Holding point Alpha 1 for Wizz Air 5004. So, Alpha 1, not too far away, basically takes us to here. Actually, you must say that ever since Gatwick extended the taxiway that way, it has made the backtrack a lot quicker. The backtrack I keep saying Gatwick for some reason, I don't know why. Luton, the backtrack at Luton used to be pretty horrible, but it's a lot better nowadays with the new longer taxiway. Alright, don't particularly need to use too much throttle for the taxi because the engines in the aircraft at idle are still powerful enough to move it.
Lufthansa 695 cleared, ILS 27 left.
Cleared for ILS 27 left, Lufthansa 695.
Qatari 532, speed 220 knots.
220 knots, Qatari 532.
Qatari 532, you gotta really help me out with these turns, I'm really struggling. I'm not sure if you've got wind variation or passive. Confirm the heading that you're currently flying.
It's alright, mate. I'm flying, one second. I'm flying 245.
Okay, Qatari 532, let's go right 27 degrees now.
Right, heading 27, Qatari 532.
Alright, so taxiing runway 26 now. We'll get there in a couple of moments. Looks like it'll be a clear takeoff for us tonight.
Golf Charlie, can we get clearance to crash zone? Golf Kilo, Kilo Charlie off the front. Roger, crash and dive.
What a shame.
12337, runway 26 left, clear to land, the surface wind 24 degrees and 1 3.
The last clear land by 261. Just so you know, this wind shear is rustic.
Okay. Subject 6, leaving down speed set 3000 feet, QNH 1022. Subject 6, leaving down
So it'll
speed
be a
set
left-hand
3000.
turn here.
3000 feet for distance coming down.
Lufthansa 695, you've gone through the localizer, right 290, descent 4000 feet, clear to left 27 left.
Descent to 4000 feet, and can you say the heading again for the Lufthansa 695?
Yeah, right heading 290 to establish.
Turn right heading 290, Lufthansa 695.
Sorry, 532, can you help me out? What heading are you flying?
Flying heading 260. I'm sorry, I'm turning 270. Sorry, 532.
You want to kiddo, so you don't have traffic heading in the same direction as you. They can make it as well. You want to kiddo, descent 70.
Simple level 70 for next Delta, that's no problem.
Lufthansa 8 Golf Foster, hello, climb now, flight level 140.
Right, so we'll get to the hold point in a moment. We are at this point essentially ready for takeoff now. Flaps sets, brake sets max. We've turned off the packs, giving us the 400 power for short runway takeoff.
Left 090 for next Delta.
I know one thing I've forgotten is the taxi lights.
That's heading 180 degrees, Qatari 53.
Passing through Alpha 2 now.
Left 090 degrees, and descent 4000 feet, QNH 1021.
Left 090, then 4000, QNH 1021 for next Delta.
Subject 6, leaving out, left heading 290, clear to left 26 left.
And make a right hand turn. So that entire taxi there was essentially done on idle throttle. No throttle input whatsoever. And the aircraft at low speed made its way to the runway.
180
Cool. Wizz Air 5004 is holding short runway 26 at Alpha 1, ready for backtrack and departure.
Right. Qatari 532. No, sorry. Disregard. Wizz Air 5004, you can backtrack as required. Runway 26, clear takeoff, wind 24 degrees on the way.
Clear for takeoff, Wizz Air 5004.
Qatari 532, descent flight level 70.
Ooh, there you go, the weather's just changed, thank you.
70 Qatari 532.
You got kilo climb to altitude 6,000 feet.
Flight altitude 6000, easy 6 to Golf Kilo.
But hey, with the darker weather, you get to enjoy the full effects of the lights now.
Pivot 793 London, hello, descent flight level 90. Pivot 1 kilo, speed 180.
Can't deny it's a good looking aircraft, even though I'm not an Airbus person myself. It's a good looking aircraft.
Descent altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1021. turn all the way around 240, clear the left 27 left.
Brighton heading
A
240.
little bit of throttle in, since we're now an active runway, and therefore should probably be a little bit quicker on this.
Correct, contact 6 leaving out to continue approach runway 26 left.
Extended approach from the 6 feet up.
Lufthansa 8 Golf, contact London control 132.6. Lufthansa 8 Golf, contact London 132.65.
A little bit slower. There we go.
London, good evening.
Spin this plane around.
4 with you in the descent, leveling at 160 speeds, 270, slowing 260.
Exit into 174 London, roger, rate Matari 532, turn left all the way round, left all the way round, 360 degrees.
Left heading 360, 360, this Qatari 532.
Air into 1, approach there, turn into 174, there's no existing speed restrictions, descent slot level 140.
Alright, cancel speed and down to 140.
Right, let's do this. Engines up to 50%. Both are stable. Skip flex. Straight to Toga for the short runway.
Flight level 170.
Nice and stable. V1. Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. All looking good. Gear are up, all lights off. Flaps up to 1. Let's bring the throttle back to climb, and at the same time, we'll now bring the packs back on.
180 knots down to 4,000 feet, Qatari 532.
And set up the autopilots. Make sure you are gaining speed at this point, rather than losing it. Otherwise that should now be alright. I've got about 200 knots first, and then we'll reduce the throttle again. It's a fun airport, Luton, to take off from, because the fact is, the A321 is a long aircraft for short to medium haul. Up to 330 direct to Redford for Wizz Air 5004. Let's just do that first, and I'll continue talking about the airports and stuff. Direct inserts. Cool, so, as I was saying, yeah, Luton's a very small airport for what it is, and the A321, it's a very big aircraft. And so, in short, in order to get the most power out of the engines, you have to turn off the packs, as well as putting the aircraft straight onto Toga, while rotating at normal speed for this kind of aircraft, but slightly less if required. But at the end of the day, it's a more capable aircraft, and especially out of Luton, it seems to serve Wizz Air and EasyJet very well. So, what can I say really? It does the job, it has no problems. Let's through 7,000, just make sure that this is now set to standards. And hopefully in a couple of moments, we'll soon make our way out of the clouds. In fact, we're only most of the way there. Passing through 9,000 shortly, 090. 10,000 will turn off the landing lights. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting ignition. Did it at 19 all the time as well. Ignition I always forgot. One day I'll learn. Alright, 10,000. Landing lights off. And since it's not more than stable climb, no turbulence or anything. As soon as we get back onto the flight plan, fly level, I'm more than happy to turn off the seatbelt sign for this. Oh yeah, and chrono should always turn on. One day I'll get there. One day I'll get there. Yeah, what can I say really? 321. It's a more than capable aircraft, and I'm enjoying it so far. So we've got about 2 hours until we get ourselves to Kraków. It's looking good. Continuing climb. Seatbelt sign. I shall turn off. All looks good. Might be interested to see what the weather in Pone is right now, just to see what our landing will be like, but I can imagine it's a bit better than this, given that the UK has just been battered by storm after storm. Yeah, apparently got more visibility out of Luton. Which, to be fair, the cloud level's on the ground, so it makes sense, but so we are expecting some visibility in Kraków. One, 2, 3, 6, 4. Wizz Air 5004. Thank you very much. 1, 2, 3, 6. Let's just confirm. London is 1326. Yes. We should have on earlier. That's good. What have I done there? There we go. Right. Good evening, this is Wizz Air 5004 with you climbing through flight level 185.
Wizz Air 504 London, good evening, climb flight level 330.
Climb to 330 for Wizz Air 5004. That's another thing as well I need to try and break the habit of, saying with you, with the frequency change. It's not standard, I should stop saying that. So, all looking good. Oh, like I can see the METAR data for Krakow in there as well. Much appreciated. I've always liked the ToLiss control system. It's always been very useful, very simple, very easy to understand. Almost shame they got into a tablet form there, but it's very nice to have. I do like it. Where is it? There we go.
Speedbird 508, finish your flight level 150.
Speedbird 508 London, very good evening. Redirect led by climb flight level 3908.
Climb 390 and please repeat the waypoint.
Waypoint led by Lima Echo Delta Bravo Oscar.
Ledbow 450.
Speedbird 508, apologies, climb flight level 2908. That's my
290 for now for 508.
Acanta 660, contact London 135.8, good evening.
135.8, Air Canada 660 Heavy. Good evening.
Shuttle 12 Tango, report your speed to London 135.8, good evening. Lufthansa 471 London, very good evening, roger. Lufthansa 8 Golf, contact London 127.825, good evening.
27825,
France Soleil 69 Foxtrot, Sierra Foxtrot London, very good evening. Redirect sit at. Tomjet 278, nothing further for you, further climb at your discretion, altitude com 122.8, good evening.
Nothing further, Tomjet 278, climb at discretion. We will climb to flight level 350. I've just noticed my mistake in the plan. Sorry about that. Thank you, and thank you for the ATC. Bye-bye.
No problem at all, have a good one.
Load control, good evening. Easy 71 Echo Delta approaching Bognor, just leveling on flight 170.
Easy 71 Echo Delta London, good evening. Redirect to Zamat, climb now flight level 31.
So, as we continue our climb in the 321, also we get a chance to have a proper look around the aircraft and see what it has included. So, we'll go through the cabin, since that is always the fun one. So, we'll unlock the door and head through. There you go, sorry, yeah. Unlock the door, now I can head through and see what the aircraft has to offer. Who's that? .MSG
Control helicopter, Golf Oscar Sierra, Mike ready, check please.
7.
Golf Oscar Sierra,
How's you? Andres. There we go. Welcome to the stream. Fix info. Yeah, sure. Give me 2 moments and I'll be check the fixed info for you. But yes, it does work in the 321. Just make sure that I get through this, no problems, and then I will have a look for you. Now leaving UK airspace.
Lake Control helicopter, Golf Oscar Sierra Mike, radio check.
Golf Oscar Sierra Quebec, London Regional.
5 also, Golf Oscar Mike.
Is it different from the 319? Yes and no. I mean, is it different from the 319? Yes. Function-wise, it's an Airbus A320. It's kind of like, is there a difference between the Zybo 737 and the Ultimate 737-900? Yes, there's a difference, but how much of a difference do you expect for a different aircraft variation of the same type? You know what I mean? But, there will be a few more changes. Like I say, this isn't a complete version yet, so we'll have Toto the Mac cockpit textures, replacing the current default ToLiss textures, as Toto the Mac is now officially on the ToLiss team. And yeah, it should look certainly a lot better as well. And with the updates to the 321, the 319 will get updates as well. So for example, one of the ones that a lot of people talks about is a working cockpit door, which you can open and close. Very nice indeed.
Shuttle 13 leaving London, very good evening. When ready to set flight level 50 levels.
Alright, so if I have a look at our next waypoint, which is Red Fart. There you go, go to the fixed info page here, and then you can enter the reference fix here. So if I were to put, where are currently going? I'm actually out of the waypoint now, so if I won't do Red Fart, I'll do the next one, Tulip. Before I start messing up with our setup. Test the airport you go. Test or text, sorry. Flying is finally, yep, finding the A321. Test the airport you go. Insert radio go. You see if it works. Sure, okay, so say Tulip. Fix info. What we're currently doing. So we are flying. Waypoint is 7073. So if I say 120. Database, I'm probably just doing this wrong. There we go. So if I say 120, then that should effectively change that. Cat. Take the opposite course. Okay. Sure. So in that case, I'll say 250. Radius 10. Okay, we'll go 250, radius 20. Make sure to do a Southampton to Amsterdam fly BQ400. Can do at some points. 12575. Hang on, let's tune this tower. 12575. Someone's speaking, so I'll wait for them to clear that. CDND. Very quiet, that ATC. Voice room 2 failed. What's that? There you go. So you can see the line coming out of Kraków. So let's go to plan mode to just zoom in ahead. Oh, you learn something new every day. So if I quickly shoot off to Krakow. There you go. So that should now send the aircraft off onto the 250. There you go. So, fixed info is now a feature of the ToLiss 321 and should find its way onto 19 if it's not there already. So apologies, as I say, I'm not exactly the most advanced partner when it comes to the 320. I know enough to get by. If I clear that, it should then also clear the info from Takeoff, which it has done. Hello there, this is Wizz Air 5004 at cruising 330. Uh, 135452 Wizz Air 5004. No worries. 135452. Uh, 452 even, sorry.
Alpha, we have information echo.
There you go, Maastricht. Hello there, Maastricht. This is Wizz Air 5004 at cruise 330. I missed that. Redirect wasn't Basna. Oh, there you go. I'll sit that back into Arc. There's a cat. Right, let's us continue, shall we? Select direction, next waypoint in MCDU. Yeah. That's no next waypoint anyway, but there you go. Right, Wizz Air 5004, go ahead.
5004, proceed directly to
Mbok. Direct Mbok 4, Wizz Air 5004. I don't know if it's that waypoint. Have I missed something? on them. Okay, no. Huh, okay. There you go, see the yellow dashed line, as well as the flight plan turns yellow to show that it's a temporary flight plan.
Stop climbing, flight level 90.
Doesn't have A beam points. Oh, it's always worth mentioning it. I'll happily drop that to map designs and ToLiss later. You can have a look for you. As I say, this aircraft is still in pre-release beta, and I'm sure closer to release we'll see a few more updates for it. Alright, welcome to the Netherlands. It's been a good flight so far, nothing particularly out of the ordinary. Aircraft's looking smooth. And I've enjoyed it. It's just ToLiss team to implement A beam points in future update. Yeah, not a problem. I've noted it down to a notepad. I'm gonna say anything that people want to see, just drop. Let's have a look. Thanks for your help. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries, Andreas. I plan to stream the aircraft on most days in this week before it releases, so do tune in for one of the next streams as well, where I'm sure people will find more of the 321. But as I say, it's a good looking aircraft. It seems to be working alright. It's a 321, so it's already a massive little thing to go on. The spiritual successor to the 757, until Boeing can release a true successor to it, and then see if it competes with the 21 in any way. But certainly it's a fun little aircraft to fly. It's only a funky one, and then bright pink colours of Wizz Air. A second flight plan, okay, secondary flight plan. How am I going to do this? Let's go out to the end. No alternative flight plan. So if I go to initialization. There we go, second flight plan, where it says that. So if I do initialization, I could then program. Let's plug in an alternative, shall we? So if for some reason we fail at Kraków, we will do an alternative to. Where is that? Lima Hotel Bravo Papa. So let's plug in that thing as well. So Echo Papa Kilo Kilo to alternative LHBP. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Costing stay the same 2-3. Cruising this time at 320. Oh, this is a fair high cruise for a 41-minute flight. And then that we can do later. Set to the flight plan. Let's go to the bottom. I would need to set it up, don't I? Okay, activate second. Select heading track first. Okay, no, I can't. Second flight plan. There we go. So after that, I'd go Babco. To Nidok direct. Oops. From Nidok, it's then directs to NIT. Then it's Mike 748. to Rutol. Return, and then clear the continuity if there is one, which is on there. Clear it. And activate. So, second track. What am I doing wrong with second flight plan? Performance, presets, fine, that's fine. Don't need to set performance. Right number, that's fine. Don't need to set this up. Okay, so if I say we have as if this will be 27.4 slash, we'll say 42. That arranges it. What's our ZFW on takeoff? I'll just double check it now, can I? So TOLISS, open that. She probably can't because it's already going to be, oh, there you go, 70. 70.5. There we go. Block fuel at that point will be, let's call it, well, I should say on here, won't it? 2194. I'll say 3. And second flight plan.
Activate it in flight.
Confirm November, Oscar, Golf, Romeo, Oscar, Ryanair 1 November Alpha.
Good evening. Lufthansa 47 with direct taxi at flight level 40. Direct Russell, Lufthansa 47.
Just checks, A-beams are actually a part of the X21.
A-beam. There's no iron.
Unit control, good evening, concern 452, can you read me now? 0577 and the N452.
Is it 2-1 Tango Mike? Yes, still here. Mention 124050.
So, we're exploring the aircraft, aren't we? Let's have a look around. So, into the cabin. You have the, I think it's the Space Flex interior in this one. So we'll have the extra toilets at the back. Yes, it does. So get all that to explore. So, front galley. You got your door. You got your passenger display. Non-functional, but you never know. We'll see what happens. Your cabinets. You got your trolleys. A few secures there. You've got heaters and coffee machines and all that at the back. That's the standard. No toilets, I don't think. Nope, no toilets to the fronts. Oh wait, yes there is. This one. They're very small at the back. Then you've got your cabin, which is the extended A321 with extra exits here and there. Yeah, so This series of aircraft features 8 exits, 2 at the front and 2 at the back, with emergency exits here and here. Seats labelled A, B, C, D, E, F, which is always useful for passengers boarding. Overhead lockers are as realistic. Also like the fact that they have got the proper cutout for the doors as well. I'm sure some developers would have just left it here as an overhead locker. TOLISS have really gone into detail of the cabin, and it genuinely looks really good. Old Ramsey's model. It's very, very detailed. I really like it. You can see it's got the little pockets here for your magazines. You've got your netting here, little holder, tray tables and everything. Head to the back of the aeroplane. You've then got the rear galley. Toilets at the back, which is part of the space flex interior. 2 toilets even. And then you've got a couple of trolleys to the left. And a small table for serving, including a little sink area here, a little tap. A really nice little model. Can't say anything wrong with that. Even seats there for the cabin crew, jump seats. Trying to think, when's the next time I'm actually flying a 320 series aircraft? Probably when I go to Inverness next month. I'm flying with EasyJet. Could be a 320, could be a 319. We'll see how the scheduling goes for that. Although it is looking like a 20 on both legs. And then following, I fly to Dusseldorf. Sorry, I fly to Cologne with Ryanair a week later, basically. So I go to Inverness. A week later, I go to... I'm technically going to No, is it Frankfurt? I'm heading somewhere. I arrive in Cologne. I then leave through Dortmund. Then that'll be on EasyJet. So I fly Easy, Ryanair Easy. And then in April, I fly to Mallorca. Of all places. I'm going to give myself a quick break. Weekend away. Flying to Mallorca. So I leave on Ryanair. Return on Ryanair. Although I speak of Ryanair. Hot in the press at the moment. There were a few comments that O'Leary made. So, while I'm usually fairly open about that airline, I'm probably going to be a little bit quiet about it today. What can you say? When your CEO makes a few very questionable comments, it's not going to end well. We all remember Papa John and how he left the company in disgrace over comments made at the Super Bowl. I'm trying to think what other... There was one other major thing where the CEO said something pretty bad and ended up getting booted, basically. Interesting time. Interesting time. Is Ryanair powerful enough to keep him going, is the question.
Descent level 250, November 758.
Climbing 300 over Brixton.
This is a 7 April, München 124,050.
24,050, 7 English channel.
Easy to Golf Kilo, Swiss radar 128,050.
128050, easy 62 Golf Kilo, thank you.
With the 65 Foxtrot British Unicorn 128,500. 1GG-8 with the 65 Foxtrot 60 out.
So we are now 34 minutes airborne, all looking good. Our location, have a look on the tablets. We are flying over probably Germany at this point. Yeah, we've entered German airspace. Continuing our eastward journey. Soon we'll start a right turn and making our way towards Polish airspace. I say a right turn, more of a southeast kind of heading.
Climbing 300 FX 1.
As I say, it's been a good flight so far.
320 FX 2.
I'm sure landing will be easy to cut that as well.
on request by London, starting now.
Southwest, good evening, Augsburg 517, flight 4260. Direct Raphael, Augsburg 517. Yeah, I'm still here, but your voice is very soft.
Well, but you could report it to me earlier. Started descent now to 290, expedited descent.
Descending now for Bulat. Yeah, control over KLM 47 Victor, hello. Climbing 2990.
KLM 47 Victor, hello, you're identified. Confirm 290, you requested flight level for cruise?
Requested 310.
KLM 47 Victor, thank you, 310.
310 KLM 47 Victor.
Air Fox 1, request 5 minutes out of cockpit.
Kriegst du auch ein 3 hin?
So, how are you guys doing?
Air Fox 1.
Watching the stream so far. Anything you want to look at the 21? Anything in particular you'd like to see in action? As I say, aircraft releases on Friday. Everything's looking pretty good. Aircraft is pretty stable. Nothing in particular to worry about. And yeah, let's say it flies like a dream.
That's it, 249, climb flight level 3.
Up in cruise, and it will be for the hour and a half or so until we reach our top of descent. In fact, check exactly because we are flying the right aircraft. Top of descent is in 12:05. It's right now. There's our clock. That's 11:30. Alright, so what? We're only descending in 12:05. So only a half an hour or so until we reach our top of descent. It's actually a shorter flight than I thought it would be. What have we been streaming for? 1 hour and 17, so well, we've been in the air for a fair bit. 40 minutes now coming up.
KLM 47 Victor, you're still pushing the push to talk button.
Он мне sorry написал, не? Или что Джамского?
Agent 452, calls Swiss Radar 128050. Agent 452 128050.
Air Fox 1, back in cockpit, thank you.
And climb flight level 370.
Climbing 370, Air Fox 1. Tango Control, good evening. TUI Jet 38 Romeo Tango is with you, climbing through 2,400 for flight level 330, inbound EPAD.
TUI Jet 38 Romeo Tango, hello, you identified. Turn right heading 180, climb level 290.
Sorry, say again, TUI Jet 38 Romeo Tango.
TUI Jet 38 Romeo Tango, right turn heading 180, climb level 290.
Okay, right turn heading 180, climb level 290, TUI Jet 38 Romeo Tango.
That's correct. Nearest to 471 is ready for descent. This is a 471 descent flight level.
Is it possible to print 8 messages in the plane? Welcome Kiku, how you doing? Print 8 messages. I don't think so. I don't think so. Where is the printer there? So I'm pop those lots as well. Yeah, I don't think you can. I mean, in itself, that'd be a fairly interesting thing to do, getting the output onto a extra thing here. Yeah, there's no paper model or anything that comes out of the printer, so no. As far as I'm aware, you can't print out 8 messages. It's just above the transponder box. Who's messaging me? Yeah. Not a click spot. Nothing there. I can move the floodlight, but I'm afraid that the print is not a feature.
Heading will climb 330. Also, yes, affirmative. We are able for flight level 350. Thank you very much.
Good evening, Foxtrot Hotel India at flight level 240.
Kevin 34 Yankee, sorry, Kevin 94 Yankee, descent level 300, 1500 feet a minute.
Tango Whiskey. I'm good. I'm good. Started enjoying the 321. How about you, man? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat.
Longjet 127, 725, KLM 47 Victor, thank you.
Yeah, it's been a while. I started streaming again on Thursday. He's trying to get the channel back in action again after about a month or so break. Yeah, it's been alright actually. Nothing in particular going wrong. Volunteering at the railways looking pretty good. And yeah, just a case of looking up really. And as I say, flying the TOLISS A321 today, preview flight as it releases on Friday. And yeah, certainly it's impressive aircraft. You do get your usual ToLiss seal of quality, which is pretty good. It's a fab aircraft this, certainly one that you won't get disappointed by.
Flight level 210 for 240.
Air Force 1 München 124050.
124050, Foxtrot.
Air Force 4 Hotel India, climb level 350.
Climbing 350, Air Fox 4 Hotel India.
Air Force 1879, climb flight level 310, identified.
Climbing 310, Air Fox 187, Liner.
UPS 55 Tango, using function up. Easy 8297, climb level 350. Easy 8297, climb level 350. Easy 8297, Maastricht.
So like an EasyJet's lost contact.
Maastricht, good evening. Rhino 72 Foxtrot with you, descending through flight level 280 for 230. Rhino 72 Foxtrot, hello, you identified. You're not in my airspace, you may monitor your control motor to it. Okay, I went straight to 70 Fox. Thank you. 2Jet 38 Romeo Tango on your heading, climb level 350.
Roger, on heading direct Teska, 38 Romeo Tango.
That's correct. Thank you very much for your help.
No, it's a...
Thomas Cook from Sierra Lima, confirm you have CPCLC now.
Negative. Can you try
Gonna
again?
buy the aircraft in 28. Seems so good. Certainly worth it. Certainly worth it.
Kilo 9 for Yankee descent, flight level 250 on rate of descent.
So I think the plan right now is tomorrow I'll do another stream in the 321. The morning stream.
Different call sign. Can you confirm you're logged in with
And
the
then
correct call sign?
I'll fly in EasyJet colours. Gatwick to Glasgow, looking pretty tasty for that.
From 3 Alpha Delta. I guess it's not you then.
So if you want to see some more 221 action, then tune in tomorrow morning. Before I head to do the railway for a day of volunteering again.
127727.
So does Streams have any additional features that it doesn't have yet, or is it a stretch model? Additional features. So it's got a correct overhead panel for the 321. Okay, the cockpits are essentially the same, with a difference in that the air conditioning panel above the packs have an economy flow switch. Basically, on the 319 and 320, it's a switch like this, which lets you change between low, normal, and high. In the 321, you're essentially flying on high all the time. You only ever turn this on when you're flying an empty plane or very few passengers, as the aircraft is big enough, it only ever really uses the high pax mode. So you have economy flow as opposed to a dial. You have a cockpit door that actually opens if I unlock it. There you go.
Well, I can't accept that.
I'm doing wrong. There we go. So the 319 does not yet have a functioning cockpit door it can open and close. That was I think that was added to the 21. By default, the aircraft will come with Totodemac textures. This aircraft that I'm flying right now doesn't come with that yet, because this is release candidate 1, while Totodemac textures are on release candidate 2, once they do a few tweaks. And it has got a fully updated control system screen, which fully integrates to the 321. So, yes, it's a stretched version of the 19, but ultimately it comes with all of the upgrades that the 321 has. Like, it has got an improved cabin as well, which I say is certainly a bit higher quality than the standard 319 as well. As a result, when the 21 releases, there'll definitely be a fairly hefty updates on the 19, which you'll see add some improvements.
Good evening, United 226 Heavy is now in flight level 290 up to 420.
United 226, hello, identified. The clear flight level is 300, never mind, climb now level 410.
Climb 410, United 226.
Master, good evening, Easy 9 Bravo Express, level 266.
I can hear the music in the guy's background there.
EasyJet 29 Bravo, hello, you identified, climb level 310.
Climb 310, Easy 29 Bravo.
Can you get out of the plane? Oh yeah, you can get outside the plane, no problem.
7275, what is your position?
So you have got your stretch model. Just ignore the cloud bridge
You're not
there.
airspace.
Yeah, stretch model. It looks good. It's fun to fly. What do you expect? It's a 321.
As you are level 240, you're not.
Oh, whoops. Not that. Can you go out the plane? So, are you talking about if I was to do that?
Brendan 677, that's not approved. Tell 9 for Yankee Monica Uniform.
Oh, God, that's actually quite a decent camera bit there.
Master, Centre, good evening, this is Speedbird 267 back to Webby, passing flight level 270 for 290, heading 090.
Speedbird 267,
So we are now halfway through this flight. We'll be descending in approximately, stop check the time is still the same, yeah, 12:05, 11:43, so I should be doing this at night time, but given that I'm showing this for the first time, if I just do it in the daytime, we're descending in about 20 minutes.
Roger, right turn 5 degrees.
And so later on I'll get our approach set up for Kraków.
UPS 998, call London 127725.
Let's have a look. Do we have anyone active in Poland when we'll be talking to you later? Not that I can see. Eurocontrol Centre 155 possibly. Hang on, 13545. That's us right now, that's Maastricht. Yeah, okay. So it looks like we may be landing on our own accord later.
Good evening, CSA 105 with you, passing flight level 2907, climbing flight level 37.
CSA 1205, hello, you identified. Stop your climb, level 300, please.
Stopping, climbing flight level 300, CSA 1.
Gotcha, yeah, 249, monitor Unicom.
Welcome Retroblade, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats.
That's correct, that's Peter Papa India Tango Register. Airport 1879 in München 12402.
Thank you for following, much appreciated man, much appreciated.
Thank you, bye.
So in a couple of moments, I'll have a look at what kind of approach we're expecting. Well, as it stands, it should be runway 25 on the Mapic to Golf. Oops. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Toggle that with that. Okay. I was saying, yes, so we should be doing a 25 approach on the Mapic to Golf. So we'll program that in once we either A, go on Unicom, or B, controller give me something else. Welcome Austrian 279, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. I'm pretty good, It's been a good day today, very progressive for me. So, as some of you know, I'm a volunteer at the Rice Padder Railway, and today I started off my guards training, so I've done a few trips on that, done all the paperwork, and then tomorrow I should continue a few more trips, so yeah, it's been a good weekend for me so far, and I'm sure that tomorrow will be pretty good for me as well. And of course now, flying the TOLISS A321, which is not yet released, released next week. And as I say, it's a very fun aircraft to fly. Certainly not much wrong I can say about it. 320 Neo. I wonder what Adam that could be.
Eurocontrol, good evening, Lord. Foxtrot Echo, flight level 370 over the 4 point.
How did I get the A321 from ToLiss? I got this through Matt Designs. So, as some of you guys know, Matt Designs does work with ToLiss for a couple of their stuff. And, yeah, he was kind enough to give me a copy of the aircraft slightly early as part of their testing slash showcasing thing. And, yeah, very grateful for that. How long's the flight? Don't mind asking. No worries at all. Flight time is 2 hours 25 minutes, so that's block time. We should be landing in about, hang on, top descent in about 20 minutes. Landing at 27, right now it's 48, so we'll be landing about half an hour. 30 minutes or so until landing. Not easy yet, it really has been yeah. Yeah, no worries, man. Feel free to stay, feel free to come and go, do what you need to do. Otherwise, welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. I will say, I've not actually done a landing yet in this aircraft. I've done a few takeoff trials and all that. But, not yet a landing. I'm sure it's not too different from the 319. But, flare law, for some reason, I'm never very good at. Especially those who follow my channel. Welcome, TW Simulations. Much appreciated follow. Much appreciated. Yes, yeah, flare law. Aircraft has flare law, it's very good flare law, very realistic compared to the real thing, and I've not tried it yet on the 21, so hopefully it's a decent landing. We'll see how it goes. I will say, with the 319, I either have very bad landings or very good landings. There's never an in-between, like an alright shaky one. It's either very good or very bad. Thank you, Retrograde, for the party flight. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. So excited about a long-haul Airbus. I'm excited for Total Mac textures. Oh yeah, Total Mac textures. I mean, everyone already talks about them and his freeware texture pack is like the best you can get out of ToLiss. And so, to be fair, announcing him as the default texture provider, what can you say really? It was a decision that certainly was going to be very popular. He's very popular in the freeware scene, Total Mac, and so chuck him in the payware. What can you say really? It's as good as you're going to get. So this aircraft here does not feature Total Mac textures. Release candidate 2 certainly will, and I'm not sure if I'll get 2 or not. We'll see how things go, given that release is now only a few days away. But yeah, Total Mac certainly will bring colour to things. Hell, strike low. Hopefully not. Hopefully I should be alright. I mean, compared to other 320 aircraft, the wings on this is fairly central. If you have a look at 18, 19 or 20, the wings on the aircraft are slightly more forwards than the actual centre of the fuselage. When does it release? It releases on the 28th of February, so Friday it releases. Which is absolutely perfect for the weekend, basically. You buy it Friday nights, you fly it Friday nights, you fly it all on Saturday, you fly it all on Sunday. Perfect. What more do you want? And so I plan to do a stream. So I'm doing a stream now. I plan to fly again tomorrow morning in EasyJet colours from Gatwick to Glasgow. Then in the week I plan to do Wizz Air again, Kraków to Budapest. I'll do that in Wizz Air colours. Possibly Wednesday, but don't quote me on that one. Possibly Wednesday. And then Thursday or Friday, I'll then do another... Oh yeah, Thursday I'll probably then do a flight. And then Friday, release day, I'll definitely do a flight. So expect quite a fair few live streams this week, basically. Motos can do the... Free Eddie box.
Roger, we'll be back with
Really interesting.
So that's about 8 to 9 minutes.
Here we go. Top percent is now appearing on the ND there.
Still 1,050 bucks. I hope he
Within 120 miles now. How far is it? Not very far. We'll be there in 0:05. Yeah, 12:05. So we'll be reaching our top percent in no more than 12 minutes.
He's still 1,000 feet above, so
Thank you for following all, Jay. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated.
November 191 Lima Kilo Unicorn 128. 128 is November 191 Lima Kilo shut out. Alright, now 1 November Alpha London 132.6.
132.6 right now, 1 November Alpha. Thank you, good night.
655, descend flight level 230. About 655, descend level 230.
Ah, Mr. Crizzy, how you doing? How you doing? Right, let's whip out the B-movie scripts. Speaking of that, I think I've actually still got the stream clip somewhere of me reading the entirety of the B-movie on one of your streams.
Mastering sector.
I have got that somewhere on my hard drive. Need to fish it out at some point. Maybe upload it, we'll see. But no, how you doing, man? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats.
Climb flight level 370, Air Fox 7. Lufthansa 301, descend level 110. Descend 110,
Do you want to become pilot, or do you do this for fun? I mean, I'm doing an NPPS. I'm doing a hobby license for microlight flying in the UK. But as for a career, I'm not so sure. As much as I'd like to, it's one of those where I just don't have the willpower to go through it all. You look at pilots, a lot of them enjoy the job, but a lot of them wouldn't recommend it because it is just a costly, expensive mess to get into. But I'll say the hobby license, that's not too crazy. Welcome Camo Fox, how you doing? According to all known laws of aviation. As I say, somewhere on my hard drive I have a clip of myself hijacking Crizzy's live stream, reading the entirety of the movie script. I'm not exactly the meme edgelord here, but even though I'll one day lose it and go mental, it's fun actually. It's a light-hearted stream that. Maybe I'll upload it one day. We'll see.
Wizz Air 5004, switch to Unicorn 128.
It's fun actually. It's light-hearted. Maybe I'll upload it one day. We'll see. It's very quiet aircraft sounds. At some point I need to start. Unicorn 1 to 2.8 for Wizz Air 5004. Thank you very much.
Master, good evening, no trends.
Okay, so we are going to want Unicom. Which means we'll just be able to plug in our descent and landing on our own. What was I saying? Yeah, I really need somehow to sort it at a point so that I have background sound and an ATC chat is not too bad. I mean, now that we are on Unicom, there is no more ATC contact apart from a voice Unicom, which is unlikely, I'd say. So I should be able to turn up with background sound. At some point I will do a full rebalancing and just make sure that the sim sounds good, as well as everything else around it. Yeah, so like now you can hear the aircraft sounds a lot more than you could do before. Usually I'm flying it around, well, in-game audio, you want to fly around what, minus 10 decibels, but then with the ATC chatter, so that doesn't go crazy loud, -20, which is half the in-game sound as well. As I say, at some point I will just do a complete retune of the sound and balance it all out properly. Anyways, since we are now close to top of descent, we shall what we need to do. So yeah, we'll do a weather check, but otherwise it looks like it's a 2-5 landing. Get an updated weather reports at Kraków. Yeah, still 230 winds, so we go to arrival, plug in an ILS for, ooh, okay. And there it is, at the top there, hiding away. You on the map, no. What's on there? Runway 25, yes. And the Mapic 2 Golf. Alright, we have got a 1 Golf. Check how that plugs in, which it does. We go to plan, let's have a look at that. If it all adds up, then I'm happy to continue with the Mapic 1 Golf close to 2 Golf. The arrows there, so do, land, perfect. As we get to fly alongside the entirety of the airport, loop around, come into land. Cool! That is our approach sorted. And I can go to the performance page as well. We will do... I won't activate it just yet. Config 3 landing. 100 minimum decision. QNH is 1018. Winds are 230 at 5. And temperature. And so we config 3 landing, so that should be no problem. Activate that once we get closer to landing. Style 321 from ToLiss. I was gifted it from Matt Designs. As much as I'd like to steal stuff, I ain't no pirate, dude. We wouldn't steal a car, we wouldn't steal a woman's purse. Piracy is stealing. We all seen the video. To be fair, I've always been very anti-piracy. I've always been quite happy to support the developers and whoever else. What's the point of stealing stuff? No point at all. How are you doing, Max? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. Hope you're doing well. Interesting. Flying your favourite beta testing plane? Ooh, Games UK. Long time no here. How you doing, man? Oh, sure the old viewers are coming back for this. How you doing, man? Welcome back. Yeah, as I say, I'm enjoying this. The 321, certainly it's living up to its hype. I'm sure that once it does release, the people at ToLiss will certainly enjoy the reception feedback as well. I mean, you look at ToLiss, back when they first released the A321 319, it was a mixed review. I mean, Flight Factory released the 320. The 319 is a fairly limited aircraft, I guess, in comparison to the standard A320 series A320. And, yeah, okay, the cockpit wasn't perfect, and there was one or two nitty-gritty bits. It released to a average kind of reception. But as it went on, the Flight Factor 320 developers kind of were quiet. And the ToLiss guys capitalised on that by being active, basically. There were developers, there were new developers, well I say they're new developers, there are one or two people who are behind there which have been there for so long, they're like veterans now, but ToLiss are a new company, released the 319, they're very active, brought the right people in the team, and ultimately released a fantastic aircraft as it got better. The 319 these days, a lot of people regard it as better than the Flight Factor 320 in just about every way. Then ToLiss announced that they were working with Flight Factor to upgrade to the 350 for V2, once that releases eventually. To be fair, I don't know much about the 350 either, that's just going to come whenever. So yeah, they talked about the 350 V2. Then they released the update for the current 350, which includes Citizen Star CFMS, which again, for ToLiss, is a massive thing for them. And then the 321, no one's laughing now. Let's say, when the 319 released, ToLiss were just that small developer trying to get into the scene. Now they are certainly one of the top tier developers in X-Plane. So, I'm very excited to see how their future goes as well, beyond the 21. Will we see an A318? Probably not. Will we see the 350 V2 coming soon? We'll see. Will we see another generation Airbus? Who knows? As I say, certainly looking pretty good. If you know anything behind the scene. If you knew anything behind the scene. I mean, I know the Matt Designs guy pretty good. I speak to him on a fairly regular basis. Sorry, Delta, yep, hi, how you doing as well? Hope you're doing well. I'm good, Games UK, I'm good. As I've been saying earlier on, really enjoying railway volunteering, really enjoying streaming, all looking pretty good. No views, not a problem, here you go. Here's your 321, here's your ToLiss. Good looking aircraft, it flies good, it's a 321, what more do you need? I would say, certainly it's an enjoyable aircraft. So we'll be descending very shortly. Incept into Krakow is... okay. Oh right, no we're on I'm looking at the time, I'm looking at the clock, sorry. 3,000. That's 7. Yeah, it's about 3,000 I'll be incepting into the glide slope. Hopefully I can not embarrass myself by actually performing an ILS approach, but we'll see how that goes. Another thing with the ToLiss 319, either I make an approach or I completely forget and take it in manually. We'll see how that goes as well. It's 3,000 once at the MCDU2, once we do reach top of descent. Unless of course we then get a Takeoff controller, which I say is unlikely at this time. Yeah, we'll be on our own. Taking a break from your channel, got more important things to do in life. Oh, no worries man, I hope you do get back to it at some point soon, but to be fair, I did just take a month-long break from my own channel as well, so I'm coming back to it. I've posted a channel update video, I have to watch that at some point. But yeah, basically, come back when you're ready. Hopefully I won't be gone for too long. we'll see how things go forward, basically. Oh, so you actually hit a million views not too long ago. Congrats, man. Fair play. Thank you for following Austrian. Much appreciated. Much appreciated indeed. Mucho apreciado. Go. We have. What has it been pushed back a little bit? It's 10 past, so I got about a minute or so until TD. Because now we've gone set up the star. Of course, top setting I've been pushed back a little bit. It completes the routes, makes sense. Yeah, no worries, Austrian. See you next time. As I say, next host stream will be tomorrow at some point in the morning. It's going to be from Glasgow to Gatwick. Sorry, Gatwick to Glasgow. And as soon as I've got the routing set up, I'll then set that all up and set it for the morning. But yeah, we nearly wake up for me, get the flight done, and then off to the railway. Should be grand, should be grand. Right, let's do this. Let's speak to our passengers as well. I've not actually checked them at all today. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. A quick update from the flight deck. We've just reached our top descent and should be landing in approximately half an hour. It's been a decent flight so far, coming in a few minutes early. We'll give you a full update once you do land. Fairly hefty nose down there.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. A quick update.
That's what our passengers are saying. So we're not expected to land for another hour or so, which means we're doing very good for time. Oops. Come back.
Decent flight so far, coming in.
Passengers are not too bad. They're alright, content happy. A few of them hungry, but that's because Wizz Air you have to pay for your food. They're not always going to do that. What can you say? Everyone's pretty standard this evening. That's looking good. No idea what that was. So, as I say, now making our approach into Krakow. Should make sure that everyone is aware of that as well. Mappy 1, what was it? Mappy 1, Golf. EPKK, tower, traffic, descending. from flight level 330 for runway 25 via Pier 1 Golf. Approach. That's now set. If I go back to performance, looks like the approach is all finalised. Yes, it is. So minimum decision height is 100. Config 3 flaps. Actually, we'll go for the 4 flap floor. 1018, 7 degrees. Wind's all fine. That's all fine. That's all fine. Here we go. So we are now breaking through the cloud altitude. It's looking fairly clear on the ground. Actually, the visibility certainly better than what this was. So actually, it's not saying too bad. Either way, should be able to spot the airport from a little bit out. It's not that. There is Katowice, if I'm not mistaken. Is that Katowice? Yeah, that is Katowice. Who's on the ground? A couple of aircraft actually. There's DHL. And that's a first there? No. Sprint maybe. A little bit of turbulence, but nothing too major. So yeah, passing through Katowice. And then be fairly close now. So now I drive between the two, so flying is actually a bit quicker than that. About to pass through 20,000, we shall turn on the seatbelt sign. That's looking good. And there you go, so you now see the top of the ND there, that the airport is not too far away. We'll loop around and come into land, making right downwind. Should be quite clear actually. I mean, we won't have any active control towers, and I don't think we've got any ground traffic to deal with as well at the moment. I'll double check the project's flying maps quickly, just to confirm that. You never know, there could be someone on the ground waiting to go. Just have to double check that. Give project's flight a moment to update. There we go. Right, so there is one aircraft in the area. They are on VATSIM. And they are departing Krakow for Helsinki. Who are you? A Finnair 321. Pilots KCX. Yeah, one aircraft on the ground. There is one other aircraft coming in on that sim. A Ryanair 715 Zulu coming from Gdansk. And behind him is another one actually. Another Ryanair 7150. Also from Gdansk. Also flying into Krakow. They're a few minutes closer than me. So I presume both of them will land before I do. I'll definitely keep an active finger on chat if need be. Both aircraft are to my left. See Ryanair planes, I'm flying a Wizz. Reminds me of the Ryanair Cockpit Karaoke. Purple plane. Let me try and find it actually. I don't know who these people are. I don't think they work for Ryanair anymore. At least they've been very quiet. But I've always liked their stuff. Eurovision World Cup. I'm not sure if I can find it. Oh yeah, there it is. Where is it? There it is. Just give it seconds. Here we go. Full screen that. Max the volume up. And switch over to this screen. So, this is a Ryanair video. Cockpit Karaoke. And it's a tribute to Prince. And in short, they've remixed some of his songs into aeroplane-styled ones. This is their one on Wizz Air.
Purple plane, purple plane. Purple plane, purple plane. Purple plane, purple plane. We never want to see you flying in a purple plane.
What can you say? Ryanair, you love them or you hate them. And they really are an interesting bunch. Anyways, since past through 10,000. Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing, 10 minutes. Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing, 10 minutes. Right, let's now focus on our landing, shall we? 1018. Some spoilers, slow this plane down a bit. Good low 250 knots. But yeah, the Ryanair video there, as I say, Every time I'm flying a Wizz and spot a Ryanair, or I see a Wizz from a Ryanair, that one song always pops up in my mind. Right, there we go, below 250, so spoilers back. And we continue our descents. Landing lights on. Accelerate approach, confirm. There we go. Welcome, George. Yeah, no worries if you're new here. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. How are you doing? You've got us just in the right time. We are now making a final. Oops, a bit too early, was it? Oops. Yeah, so making a descent now into Krakow. So we're now just slowing down and bringing the aircraft ready for the approach. Radio navigation, it'll be Krakow 258 cruise. Just double check project's flight for where the two Ryanair planes are. Yeah, they're both virtually on final now, so that's no problem for me. We're making a right turn very shortly and joining them. Where am I from? You're from the UK. I'm also from the UK. Right now it's 9:45 in the UK. Oh, it's only that. I thought it was a bit later. Oh, I guess not too bad. There we go. Right hand turn.
Krakow traffic, Thin Air 545 out of the terminal, taxi 25.
Oh, so there we go. We have got the Finnair using Voynich Unicom, and I shall be doing it too. How far away from the glide slope? We'll be there in about... when's the glide slope? 29. Krakow traffic, this is Wizz Air 5004, approximately 3 minutes from intercept. Runway 25. Spoilers out. There we go, quick weather change. Get myself comfortable and let us get ready to land. No, Jurassic King from Krakow. Dzień dobry, jak się masz? Zaraz na będę wracać na Krakow. My Polish ain't very good. Yeah, soon we'll be landing in Krakow. Welcome. Get down. Switch on the localizer. Gear down 3 greens. Cabin crew, please be seated for landing. Please be seated. Cabin crew, please be seated for landing. Please be seated. Wizz Air 5004 is on final, runway 25. My voice is so cute. Is it really? Janky. I mean, my mother's half Polish. My mama jest Polsku. Sorry, my mother is Polish. I'm half Polish. My mother's Polish. So, I say I've got a very, very basic understanding of the language. Far from perfect. What's the FPS like right now? I'm getting a solid 30. My specs are in the description. I'm sure if you've got a better system than I have, which most people do these days, you can get a lot more. But I've had a solid 30 in a fairly populated area. If I'm going somewhere quieter or mid-cruise, I can get 40, 50 FPS no problem. On the outside, I'm getting about 40, 50 right now, which is not too bad. Not too bad at all. Probably could have got some scenery here at Krakow, but hey. Typical Polish. Many from the UK. Right, let's do this thing. It seems doing alright. I figured out how to approach. Now to see if I can finally get my hands over flare law.
$2,500.
Here we go. Here's the fun part. QNH is set. We've announced we're going to be on final.
Finnair 545, 2.4 for 36. Clearly extended.
Hang on, where is he? Where's the Ryan there? Where's the Finnair? Can't see him. Either way, he better not be on the runway when I get there. Trust me, you have a lot better system than me. I'm sure his spec's not too bad. Anyhow. Let's do a final check. So gear down, 3 greens. Brake set to max. So spoilers armed. Flaps down 4. Seatbelt sign is active. Landing lights active. We've announced our landing. So we're clear to go.
$2,000.
IVAO radar town ground. Okay, so Krakow has got IVAO contact. I believe IVAO has always been pretty good for European ATC activity, while that seems slightly better for American rest of the world. But I don't know, I've never been a fan of the IVAO whole TeamSpeak setup, so I'm sure it's a decent system. I've just never really sat down to use it. Do cabin check as well. There we go. Pre-landing checklist complete. As you guys select below class PFD, press the LS button below the QNH window. Looks clear, final approach. Oh yes, here we go. One final check for this Finnair guy, who I cannot see for the life of me. Wizz Air 5004 is landing at runway 25.
$1,000.
I'll have a go at buttering. Let's have a look. We're past 1,000. So I'll turn off the autopilots. Let's take the rest in. Much appreciated, Jurassic. Dziękuję ci bardzo. Below, so we'll just raise the nose up slightly.
500.
Below the flight director.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
A bit of an early there, but hey. .144 feet per minute. 80 knots. First thrust released. The aircraft go to the end of the runway. And then brake. And there we have it. Welcome to Kraków, Kraków-Balice
Ladies and gentlemen, we have
Airport.
reached our destination.
Whoops, there's
The
next
local
there.
time
Can't
is
go that way.
1:33.
Ignore
PM,
that.
And it's currently about 7
We'll go
degrees.
to the end of the runway and leave
You can
there.
now use your mobile devices.
Did not see that
Remain
X.
seated until the aircraft
My
has
mistake.
come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your itinerary to ensure a smooth continuation of your journey.
Alright, so exit left, do a clean up, and then we'll just announce that we'll clear the runway, which should allow the Finnair to depart himself. Wizz Air 5004 is clear of runway. Have a good flight, Mr. Finnair. Right, so that's set. APU starts, tax lights active, spoilers retract, and then taxi is not too far away. It's not a massive airport here, so we should be alright getting to a gate. A little bit of throttling since it's going to have to do a bit of a climb on this taxiway. A fair bit of a climb. Ouch. Thank you for following Trimot_. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Actually, the mesh has just gone and given up on trying to be a mesh it. What's this all about? I know it is just a really steep hill for a live drop. I'm actually going to hold the aircraft down for the sake of clearing that. You gotta love X-Plane. It has its quirks. Even there you go. ToLiss managed that. Nice and easy. Do I do landing replays? Oh yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't do landing replays? And especially landing like that, I'm definitely going to have a watch. When I do landing replays, I usually do one from the outside view, and then one from the passenger inside view as well. So you get 2 replays with me. Airport Express pays even. Oh yeah, I know that Drawyah Design does a Kraków for X-Plane. I'm trying to think. I have got the FSX version, but I don't have the X-Plane. I really should try and pick it up at some point. But again, who knows how good Microsoft Flight Simulator will be. That's the biggie. Could even have gone for a freeware. See, there's the military portion of the airport. A lot of Polish airports do have military. Oh gosh, going on this hill, are we? Yeah, a lot of Polish airports do have a military portion to it. Given that, I believe conscription. Actually, always conscription like in Poland these days. I think it's not as strict as it used to be. Till 2004, you had to join the army. But after joining the European Union, they kind of relaxed the laws a little bit. They now have to go for a checkup at 18, and then afterwards it's just kind of you decide if you want to join or not. There you go. We're almost at the civilian terminal. Where that floating Ryanair is, who's almost certainly on P3D right now and therefore floating in the middle of the air.
Sooner rather than later for the screenshot.
Right, let us make a right hand turn here. Do you know when Vulcan's coming out? Not a clue, I'm afraid. You have to speak to Laminar about that, and I certainly have no affiliation with Laminar. I'm trying to multitask right now. Wizz Air, they will use jet bridge, so thank you very much, Trodex, subscribing, much appreciated. Will taxi to this stand over here, I guess. Better here than nowhere, I guess. I'm sure Wizz Air has its own like terminal somewhere, but who knows? Right. Nice and central. Please remember that the gear is slightly behind me in terms of position. So if I just slowly taxi down here. Stop. Parking brake set. Engines off. We should automatically switch to the APU once that's set. Strobes and beacons come off. Nav light goes to 1. Taxi lights off. Say thank you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Katowice. Our flight time today was 1 hour and 43 minutes, and we have arrived approximately 20 minutes early. Once again, we thank you for flying with Wizz Air today, and we hope to see you on a future flight with us soon. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check. Generic public address. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Katowice. Flight time today was. Did I just say Katowice? We're in Krakow. Of course, I messed it up, didn't I? Oh, my word. Oh well. See what signs off. Let's just take care of the rest. Signs off. Connect the cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check. Ground power units. Set you up. You come off. And that is fine. I don't have the fancy jet bridges, so that's not going to connect, I'm afraid. Yeah, not Katowice. We need to buy separate rudder pedals. Not particularly. I mean, do you have a twisty rudder? Sorry, do you have a twisty stick? So you have a twisty stick, then you should be alright with that. At least in my case, I've got the stick, and because my axis is busted for the rudder, I use a separate Xbox controller for that. Anyhow, so yeah, we're on the ground. Let's have a quick look around, and then we'll go for a replay. Because like I say, we have now arrived in Krakow. Again, this is the ToLiss A321, the all-new, super fancy aircraft from ToLiss. As I say, nothing bad I can say about it. Most of my viewers know that I am more of a Boeing guy than an Airbus guy, but for a flight sim add-on, this is pretty good. That's pretty good. It's amazing. It's a standard ToLiss yield quality, and ultimately, you just can't complain really. It's just a fantastic little aircraft. I'll say little aircraft, it's massive compared to the 19 from before. So we'll go through the shutdown and all that, and then we shall wait for that, cancel. Yeah, we'll expedite boarding.
We'll see what we can do.
Passengers will now be deboarding. I will do the doors and all that, but we don't have ground handling. I presume they will update that jar design with the 321 when it gets released. But yeah, as I say, nothing you really say wrong about that. So let us pop open the menu and end the flights. Passengers are satisfied. Landing area is fairly soft. Extreme taxi conditions apparently. What can you say? But yeah, overall, very positive. We will now end the flight on Project Flight as well. So if I drag that across, there's our flight plan today. Nice and simple. So if I go to you, complete the flights, that will get added to my profile now, so you can have a look at that. 9999 kilos, perfect. And finally, last thing we have to do is disconnect from VATSIM. Let's have a look at the replay. It's from ToLiss. Yes, this is the ToLiss A321, releasing on Friday. Someone's about to lose the streak. No, I'm not going to lose this, am I? Oh yeah, here we go. I should probably drop a link to this, should I? Why am I not telling my viewers to support me? If you want to support my channel, head to the straw poll here and vote Drawyah. There you go. Vote for me. I'm sure I can win something today. Oh gosh, I'm really not doing too well, am I? Go on, guys. Vote, vote, vote. Why are you using Project Fly and Squawk Box? I use Project Fly because I like tracking my flights, and I use Squawk Box because I just like Squawk Box. I should really switch over to Xpilot. I really need to at some point, but I don't know, I'm just too lazy to switch over from Squawk Box. I always quite like it. Anyways, let's have a look at this landing, shall we? I'm sure this is what most of you guys are now anticipating. So if we stick it on short final, there we go. Yeah, apologies for the scenery. I really should do some upgrade here. Does that use FPS? Very little. The only FPS you're really going to lose is the AI aircraft, basically. From here, in fact. There we go. Yeah, nice and smooth. All looking good. There's the motorway, the autostrada. And there you go. That's a pretty solid landing, that. So 144 feet per minute, 1.5 Gs. That was absolutely perfect for a landing. And then of course me trying to exit the runway on the closed taxiway. I did not realise that at the time. Alright, so get back on the short final, and let's have a look at it from the outside view. There we go, go from this view, shall we? Takeoff's coming in, nice and smooth. Okay, it was a 3-point landing, but hey, I'm not saying anything. Show reflection of wings of the day. Looking at that. Have I been to Krakow? I've driven through it. I've never been to the city before, although at some point I do want to go to Krakow for sure. There you go, so we'll go to the taxiway here. I then realised at last second that it's closed. Why is this closed? Just give us an extra exit point. Come on, guys. Make a turn. Spot the X. Go up on that. And head back to the main bits. Anyhow, yes, so this is the ToLiss A321. It releases on Friday. I gotta say, if you like the ToLiss 319, or if you found the A320 series aircraft, but the 20 or 19 on X-Plane doesn't quite tickle your fancy, then by all means go for the ToLiss 321. This isn't the final version yet. There's a lot more on the way, such as updated total matte cockpit textures and a few other tweaks here and there. But ultimately, what's there to say bad about it? It's a fab looking aircraft, it flies really well. It's an Airbus A321, which is certainly, I think, more in flavour than the 319. And ultimately, yeah, it's a great little plane, this. What more can you say? So, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I'll stream again tomorrow morning. I'll fly in EasyJet colours this time from Gatwick to Glasgow. So do tune in for that if you're interested in more A321 action by ToLiss. Once again, massive thank you to Matt Designs who provided me with the aircraft. We'll ignore the fact that I'm slightly in front of the stop markers. And yeah, I'm excited for this one. I really am. Which is interesting because I'm not an Airbus guy. But no, I love it. It's a great aircraft, ToLiss. So, thank you guys very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Do subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I guess that's it, really. See you guys very, very shortly. Good night.